You know, Double or Nothing's been the show since like 2019, right?
I think so.
I mean, how many times can it be Double or Nothing when we've done it 7 times by now?
That's a good question. Lots of double or nothings.
When well, I'm just saying how, the stakes gotta change eventually. It can't always be Double or Nothing. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get something eventually.
Anyway, but my name is Chris,
My name is Vincent.
and welcome to Wrassle Graps. Today we're talking about, couldn't tell by that quick little question I had, Double or Nothing, 2026.
Yeah, I was wondering what we were gonna review today.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
I could see you right now just looking at your notes on Double or Nothing and be like, but what are we talking about though?
I did almost like forget to put the title on top of the notes.
I've done that before, but then I look at the context and I say, oh, that's where this happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's jump right into this. The show that we could have gone to, but did not
We lost the
because
giveaway.
man, it sucks
Look,
to
we had a
suck.
good chance for this giveaway. Okay, it was like only 100, maybe almost 100 people that like reposted it, right? So we had a good chance. We were 2 and 100. We're 2 out of 100.
Well, next time we're gonna go Double or Nothing on that giveaway. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, maybe.
But for now,
Apparently,
let's.
it sucks because I think this show was actually crazy. Like in
No, it
person,
was.
like it was probably a good experience.
Must have been awesome. Seeing
Yeah,
Darby Allin crack his fucking head on the ground, dude. Must have
I
been
saw
something
that
else.
angle from like I saw that from many angles, like fan angles, fucking the AW angle.
Is
It
it
was
bad on
crazy.
every angle?
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Can you hear? Can you see the CTE on every angle?
sure you can. Yeah,
Wow. Well, let's get to the top here. Cope and Christian versus FTR in an I Quit match. Uh, nothing too crazy, but I enjoyed it. It was a good opener. Christian, of course, is the highlight.
yeah. I loved when he said the I banged your mother,
Yeah, FTR didn't like that, but that was a great spot.
and then there was like the banged your mother chants or whatever.
He did that, and then later on they tried to get him again, and they said, "Say I quit," because that's Dax Harwood in a southern accent. He goes, "Say I quit," and then Christian goes, "Fuck you," and then they keep beating his ass again.
He's my favorite character. I think that on AEW
Christian
besides
truly is
MJF.
phenomenal.
Besides MJF.
It sucks that they discontinued that AEW figure line, but if I'm gonna go back and get one of them, it's that Christian Cage they released last year. I need one.
Right. I wish I had a Christian Cage action figure.
I mean, I have one, but it's from back in the WWE days.
I have WWE Christian. Yeah, I do.
But I need Turtleneck
Basic,
Christian.
basic figure.
It's just not the same.
Don't they have that one from Money in the Bank? Like, is that an elite action figure?
I think that was a basic, and I think that's the one I had.
No, because it had the fucking jacket, bro. The jacket he wore out to the
No, so then
ring.
that was definitely an elite. Then if we had
It
the
had to be an
jacket,
elite. Yeah, I swear.
if they come with accessories, that's elite, man.
I want that one, but that's probably like $100, really.
Oh, definitely. By
Tyson
now,
Kidd
yeah.
numbers. Yeah.
But Cope and Christian, besides Christian being a highlight, he's also now your tag team champion, thanks to an assist from Beth Phoenix returning.
Almost did not do anything, Beth Phoenix. She got taken out right away as soon as she came out.
Man, she saw what Braun Breaker did at Saturday Night's main event, and she said, "Man, let me show you how little I can do."
All it took was one low blow, though, and she got, she helped them win the match.
Sometimes it's all it takes, especially against the dude.
That's right. That's right.
So Cope and Christian, they win with a Christian's doing a sharpshooter, and Edge uses
Was
the
it a
barb.
sharpshooter or was it a scorpion deathlock?
Call it what you want as a sharpshooter. Um, Edge gets hit. Was it Dax or yeah, it was Dax, the bald one.
Dax Hardwood.
Dax Hardwood, and he was introduced to some hardwood with some nails in it, and that's why he lost.
Oh, yeah, the fucking nail bat. I forgot about that.
So Edge put that on his head and started using that in a submission hold. He tapped. That was it.
Brian Daniels.
You mean the Bryan Danielson?
The belt lock.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought it was the anti-venom that thing he tried to get over in WWE.
Is that
That's
what
two
it is?
completely
That
different things.
different? Okay, okay.
Now the anti-venom I think is more like the not the Koji clutch. It's like a sleeper hold of some type.
Interesting.
I forget, but it was nothing. It's like the straight jacket. I think that
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah. Whatever, not
That's
important.
nothing like what that didn't happen here.
No, not at all. Not even close. But whatever. New tag team champs.
Hell yeah, good opener. I think it was a good opener. Not best match on the show by any means. I think some people have considered that to be the case, but it's not the case. But it
Well,
was a
that's
good opener.
actually incorrect.
I think it's incorrect because there's two matches I'll point to as being the best on the show, and it's not
One of
this
them.
one. But it was a great opener.
One of them right now. Takeshita and Okada. Beautiful match.
Okada Takeshita. I want to say it's my favorite match of the night, but I just like it's hard, right? Because of matches later on, the Stadium Stampede.
So I like that one, but just the wrestling quality is more of like a fun little gimmick match. So nothing
Right, it's like hard to
much to
say
love.
because it's like as a proper professional wrestling match, Okada and Takeshita was match of the night.
Yeah, I love Stadium Stampede for what it was. It was very entertaining. It reminded me of when we did the Money in the Bank match in Titan Towers, which I really liked.
Oh, it was like that, but a lot more crazy.
But from a pure
And also, that
story,
was
yeah,
pre-taped, actually. I think.
it was. It was. From a pure storytelling and wrestling wise, like overall perspective, it's Okada Takeshita.
Right, that's true. They've been building this match for a long time. They finally got it here, and it didn't disappoint.
Not at all. You get some great spots, a lot of storytelling beats with Don Callis trying to say that, oh no, they're just working out their differences, whatever, it'll be fine afterwards. It very much is not fine afterwards. Takeshita ends up winning the Continental belt, I think. It's the
Yeah, I
Continental
think I don't know. It's confusing, because there's a national belt, there's a continental belt. This might be the national with the continental. I don't know.
the transatlantic belt, he wins it. Um and Don Callis wants him to, I think, shake hands with Okada. Is that what it was?
I mean, look, there's been like in this match, like Don Callis was getting up in their faces, trying to stop things from happening. Takeshita gave him the middle finger at one point. So there's some tension here between Takeshita and Don Callis already.
Yeah, he wanted them to have the match, but he didn't want them to do anything too crazy to each other because he still needs them
Right. Like Takeshita is still considered a Don Callis guy during the match.
during the match. Very important because afterwards, some more dissension. It looks like the group of Okada, Callis, Mark Davis, and Rocky Romero are about to jump Takeshita. But then the Proto Star comes back, Kyle
Where you
Fletcher,
in a full pink suit,
full pink suit as he always does, looking
walking
snazzy.
very slowly, aura forming as usual.
That's my guy right there. Comes out, the rest of the Duncan Callis family ring, and they're celebrating in the ring. Him and Keshta, Proto Keshta days back again.
Oh
But
shit.
unfortunately, uh, short clothesline from Kyle Fletcher, and then they beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could have seen that coming from a mile away. Obviously, this was going to happen. As soon as you saw him walking down slowly, no care in the world to save Takeshita, he was going to turn it to Takeshita.
I keep wanting to call it in my notes. I kept wanting to call it a heel turn, but it's not really a heel turn because he was a heel before this.
Yeah,
Um,
he was giving hints of face. He was always a heel.
I guess the double down. You
He
know,
double down. Yeah,
he said, "I'm double down."
double or
Okay,
nothing.
yeah, pretty much. He said, "Double or nothing. I am still an asshole," and I appreciate it.
I really would like to see him turn face. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that would be good for him.
I would too, but that after that, it's not going to be for a while.
Right, right. There's some interesting turns on this show actually that happen later.
But important note before we move on to the next thing, um, there is further hint of
Oh yeah,
Okada and Fletcher possibly going at it over the belt too.
that's what I'm. Yeah, I'm thinking this doesn't just end here. I think because Okada and him grab the belt at the same time, and then eventually they let Kyle have it to hit Takeshita with it.
Right, so maybe a triple threat. That'll be cool.
I think one on one. I mean, maybe triple threat. Who knows?
I think it's a triple threat, frankly.
Sure, sure. It's a little unfair for Takeshita.
I mean, certainly, but then they'll turn on each other, so it's like fine,
Right.
you know.
It's fine. It's all good. Yeah.
So then we move on to Athena and Mina Shirakawa. It
If
was
you blink your eyes, this match was fucking over. Okay.
well, you especially because you missed part of it.
How did I miss part of it? What did you explain to me how?
You went to the bathroom before it started.
Oh yeah, and then it turned on, and then I came back when it started, and then it was over.
Right. Sorry about that. Hold on. Please
So
cover for airtime.
okay, well I don't know what the fuck to cover for because I barely saw this match, but I'm sure it
Cover,
was
figure it out.
Mina versus Mina. They were names rhyme first of all, and it was a good action, and obviously Athena won the match because she's more important than Mina at this current moment,
Pretty
and
much.
she's probably gonna make it to the finals. I think.
But, great showing for Mina as always, but they never seem to go with her.
Right. I love Mina. I wish she would have a bigger push. I think she's just having this push that she's currently having because of Tony Storm.
Right. It's a thing that's not really happening, but whatever.
Right.
So then we move on to Mox versus Kyle. Some would say technical masterpiece. Kurt Angle is somewhere salivating watching this.
I don't look. It was a good match. One of the better ones on the show, wrestling wise. I always love a box match.
I know damn well Kurt Angle was at home watching this, licking his chops, saying, "I got one more run in me."
Pouring milk all over his face.
Getting primal with it. I just know he was.
Getting primal with it.
Like he said that one time.
Yeah, like you said. He says a lot of things, really.
But overall, Mox is finally able to beat Kyle O'Reilly. The story is over. And they have a little show of respect afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's nothing, probably.
I mean, it just means the feud's over. Mutual respect.
It's fair. It's fair.
This
I wonder
one,
where Kyle does after this. I don't know what Kyle does after this.
well, I would assume nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he goes back to defending the Trios championships because he is the Trios champion.
Oh, he has something to fall back on. There we go.
It's the thing I hate the most in AEW when they say, "Oh, I want that belt," even though they already have another belt.
Hey, the Trios Championship is not the Mox Championship, so.
Oh, I
Isn't
can
Mox the
tell.
Continental Champion?
Oh yeah, isn't he?
Well, I think he is. I don't know.
He's one of dude. It's so confusing. They have several different belts that sound like the same thing. It's hard.
So I think the other one's the national one.
Well, whatever Okada has, it's like the unified something belt, right?
No, he lost the uniform. I don't fucking know, man. It's
No, he
confusing.
had it before he lost.
He had it, and then it disappeared, and then I don't know, and then they introduced another championship.
And they
I don't
called it
know.
basically the same thing. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Can we remove one of them? Like, just
We
take the
should.
championship
We should.
away? Yeah.
We have the TNT title. Just make that your other mid card belt. You really should.
Yeah. We were doing so well, you know.
Who even is the TNT champion? I don't even know anymore.
Are you fucking joking?
No, I'm being serious.
Are you okay? I'll give you like one shot to figure this out. As he wasn't on the show.
It wasn't on the
From this
show.
point, he wasn't on the show at this point in the show. He didn't
Well,
have
that
a
could be
match on
one
the
of
show.
two
Okay, I'll
people.
say he didn't have a match on the show.
That could be one of two people.
He was on the show. He didn't have a match. Okay, there you go.
Kevin?
Kevin Knight is the champion.
Well, he sure as hell don't act like it.
He didn't come out with the championship, but we'll get to that later.
Ever since Bro won the, how is this my fault that ever since Bro won the championship, he does everything but act like he's the TNT champion?
I don't know, man. That is true though. I can't say it's not true.
I'm just throwing it out there, Maybe make it make sense.
He wouldn't know because he really doesn't show it. You know.
Maybe instead of worrying about what Darby Allin's doing, maybe worry about the belt you currently have. I'm just throwing it out there. Just a thing.
I don't know what the fuck his plan is really.
I don't think
The
Tony
Kevin
Khan
Knight
does
Open
either,
Challenge. I don't know.
but we'll save him for later. This one you said coming up was one of your sleeper hits that you thought could possibly be Osprey versus Samoa Joe.
It was though. It was a good match.
It was. I enjoyed it, even though Will Osprey kept doing the stupid thing I hate, where he kicks out at one and then wins afterwards.
Why the fuck does he do that, man?
It's always a Will Osprey match. Yeah, it's prevalent in other matches, but you can guarantee if Will Osprey's in a pay-per-view match, it's happening there too.
Never learns, this guy.
Devalues the move so fast. I don't care if Samoa Joe did it. It was during a Will Osprey match.
I hate that shit. And it happened a little much on this show. I don't remember where it happened last, but
It
it
was
happened
this
like
in
twice.
the Kyle O'Reilly match, I think.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I mean, it's a bad spot to do because you're going to finish the match right after doing it. So what's the point?
None. There is no point. It's not even
Yeah.
like, oh, look how
No, the
strong he
fucking
is.
swerve one too didn't happen in the swerve one.
No, I don't
Or
think so.
not? No, it didn't happen in the swerve one, but there was a shitty spot in there too. I think.
I don't know. I'm too. We'll move on to it since we're already talking about it. Because
Wait,
Swerve
is there nothing you want to talk about with this Osprey match?
Osprey won. You knew he was gonna win. I mean, what do you want me to talk about? He's moving on in the Owen Hart thing.
Okay, that's fair. I think he's going to win the whole thing.
I would see that. I could see
Because he
that.
has to make it to the All-In show.
I mean, it makes the most sense, right?
Yeah, if imagine the Death Riders train you up to be some sort of killer and you lose.
I'm just saying, this tournament, they teased me a lot. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're teasing. They'd like to tease you.
They do. For $50, I wish they'd stop and just give me what I want.
Right,
But moving on, Swerve versus Bandito. This match absolutely delivered for me.
right. I always talk about the house call standing on the shoulders thing. And then
Dude,
the
that was
stomp,
sick.
and then Bandito kicked out at 2.
I, you
And
know,
then
I was so.
Swerve, and then
Mhm.
Swerve won the match, I think, after that.
No, it wasn't right after.
Maybe not right after, but he eventually did win the match.
Yeah, but it wasn't right after, so I gave it a pass.
It's still not a pass, man. That was the spot to end it on.
I agree, but also you can argue because it was a different variation of the house call. It didn't hit the same. You could argue it,
I don't care, man. That shit was sick until it wasn't sick, and then I was like, okay.
dude. I'm just still distracted by the fact that he did a house call while standing on his shoulders. That was crazy.
And that should have been it. It should have been like, okay, unique. And then he won the match, you know?
I agree with you, but I'm willing to give it a pass.
No pass. No
No pass.
pass.
Don't
No,
pass.
no.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed it a
Yes,
lot.
yes.
Swerve is moving on. I forget who he's facing. It's either Mark Davis or Jungle Boy, they said, or was that the other bracket?
The other guy.
It's either Brody King or someone else who I forget, Claudio.
Brody King or Chloe. Yeah.
Well, we move on to finally the tournament matches are done. We get to Tekla, Sheeta, Hater, and Statlander in a fatal four-way match. It was pretty good, predictable, but pretty good.
You knew it was going to be Tekla that gets the victory.
Appreciated that Tony gave it time at least.
No, I like that he gave it time. It was good, you know? But, I mean, I really don't remember too much from the match, but it was pretty good.
All I know is that two women's matches on the pay-per-view is like Tony Khan's version of doing an Evolution show.
He always does that. What do you mean?
I don't think always.
He always gives 2 women's matches.
Nowadays,
Maybe there's a few where he's like gives 1, but he usually does 2.
now
Especially
not always.
when A was around, you know.
Yeah, when Mercedes was around, but not like all the time though.
Yeah, that's, you know, and also on the buy-ins he does give them
That
matches.
does not count.
I know it doesn't count, but I'm gonna say that just to give him something.
If that did count, we'd be talking about Big Boom AJ right now. Okay, we're not.
We bring the boom. Why can't we talk about Big Boom? But we can always talk about Big Boom Age.
'Cause I don't
How
want
about
to.
chocolate cookie?
I don't want to talk about him. I
The
don't want to talk
Justice
about.
Big Boom AJ. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the Rizzler dressed up as Orange Cassidy. I don't need to talk about it. Okay.
Well, I mean, we technically already talked about it on the
I don't
real
want.
meat.
I don't. We did because I just got distracted by what was happening.
He's
Look,
ruining the
Vince.
real meat, man. He ruined the real meat.
I was sitting here trying to do the show, and no one told me to turn it off in the background. Then they
Yeah,
show up and
I told
fucking.
you I wasn't gonna watch it because I would get distracted.
You
So
said you weren't gonna watch it. That doesn't mean I should not watch it.
it should be a hint to not watch the show.
That's doesn't mean anything. I thought you just meant because like, oh, who cares? It's by it.
No, I didn't. No, I mean because we're gonna record this shit, and I want to focus on what I want to talk about, and we didn't even focus on it. Like I don't
Because
even
you,
know what I said about Enzo and Cat. I don't even know.
I mean, it's on cast. Who cares?
Whatever. I wanted to say something about it. I didn't say anything.
Listen, I don't want to talk about the Rizzler trying to rizz up Harley Cameron. That we don't need to.
We don't need to talk about that, but you did already. So what am I gonna do about it?
Unimportant.
It's important because you brought it up. I don't know what to tell you.
That's debatable.
Yeah,
But Stadium Stampede's up next. Let's talk about that instead.
very impressive match, I'll say, because they did everything live except for the entrances, which is the entrance videos before the entrances.
This was a match where they came out there and said, we're just going to have some fun with it. Even though, like you kept saying during the show, maybe it should have been somewhere else in the card.
I think
Because
like maybe one match before this, like right before the women's match or something like that. I think it would have been perfect to just space everything out a little bit.
I could agree with that. It would have been nice to get a break and do something different.
Because it was just
But
fucking wrestling, man. Right? We need that fun match. You know what I mean? Stadium Stampede is that fun match. It was really fun too, but I was tired by this point. You know,
I enjoyed it, man. You got those awesome cameos from Leo Rush. Got Luchasaurus and drag that went crazy.
right?
You got who else you got? You got Luther.
Saddam Singh was around. Luther was in the
Saddam
big
Singh
tennis
was.
racket. Yeah,
You got Mark Davis got his eye poked out, and then he got hit by a bus. So that was really
Tommy
something else.
Tommy Invincible was there.
You didn't even know who he was, so
I
that
didn't know
was
I still don't know who he is.
it's Tommy Invincible, man. You can't hurt him.
Don't know who he is.
He shows up and he says, "You can't hurt me," and then he does the sweet sin, which is the RKO, and then he does an attitude adjustment.
I don't know what that is, man.
I'm telling you what it is.
I still don't know.
Well, you're just not listening, okay? And you're not gonna feel invincible.
So Mark Davis, R.I.P. just in case, but in fact he was not dead actually.
Well, I mean, we were so worried. You guys were so worried about, what did Ludwig Kaiser do in that elevator? I'm so worried about the fact that Jack Perry attempted vehicular manslaughter on pay-per-view, and he's still walking free today.
The citizens were warned. Okay, they were warned on their phones.
You got a citizen app reminder, dude. It was nuts.
A combusting golf cart collision.
I mean, that's
I
listen,
guess I got
that's
that part wrong. This was not collision. This was double or nothing.
that's true. That's a different show. You should have reported that it was wrong.
Yeah,
But too late now. Um, the faces end up winning, like I thought. And I win predictions finally. I don't care
yeah,
what you say.
yeah.
I'll take it.
I mean, look, I'm not mad. You know, I made the predictions interesting. You should be thanking me actually
You will
for
not
making the
minimize
predictions
this for me.
interesting because otherwise it would have just been boring.
I
So
refuse to let you minimize my success.
you
You're
should
not
thank
doing
me,
this.
and all the fans should leave a thank you in the replies. You know,
All the fans should ignore that and celebrate my success instead, I think.
leave a thank you in the reply in the comment section on Spotify and YouTube. I think there's a comment section on Spotify, and say
You
thank
can
you
leave
because I made the predictions interesting.
leave the thank yous, but know for a fact that I will be taking credit.
And you know what? Tell him that he good for him. Tell him good for you.
Thank you. See, that's all you had to
Put a
say.
thumbs up emoji too.
All you had to say was good for you, and I would have moved on.
Good for you. Thumbs up emoji.
Thank you. All right, so main
Thank
of
you
the
for saying
faces
thank
win
you.
here, and Jericho does a tribute to Sabu by putting himself through the table, and that is the end of it.
I was kind of confused, but yeah, I get it. I get it.
I get it. Some people argue that putting yourself through a table and then not selling it is also a choice, but that's something else.
Right, right.
We move on to Darby Allin versus MJF. A very fun main event. Good match. I don't know if I liked it more than their match from Full Gear a couple of years back, but
I think this was a good match. I like the match a lot.
I think I liked the last match they had at Full Gear because that one was more unpredictable.
Right, right. I mean, I feel like this. You're right. This was the most predictable match on the show, like we said before. But overall, I think they did some really cool stuff. I mean, Darby jumping off the thing. highlight of the match, maybe highlight one of the highlights of the show. One of them.
Favorite thing is within the span of a minute, not even passing, Darby Allin throws himself to the outside of the ring
That was
and
fucking right as soon as the match started.
and hurts himself. And I said, well, that's a Darby Allin match.
Right as soon as the match started, we thought he was going to kill him. I don't think we can say that on YouTube, but you know what I'm trying to say. We thought something bad was going to happen to Darby Allin.
Think I care about that. I care about the fact that he filmed a vignette before this, where it's just a man getting into a taxi cab and then this weirdo sleeping in the fucking sewers of New York.
I think Darby's, he wouldn't catch anything from being in the sewers of New York. He's just
Well,
built
no,
like that for real. Yeah.
it's physically impossible. But this dude was he was sleeping in the sewers and he had a little blanket with him. And I said, man, who are you trying to meet down there? You know, the Ninja Turtles or what? I don't know.
He's built different. So I mean, the thing is, I never worry about Darby Allin because he's built different. He's
I
always
think he
surviving everything.
someone should ask Tony Khan, do you pay him? Like at all? Because if he's sleeping in the sewers, that's a bigger problem.
Right. That's also pretty. But I think he chose to be there. Darby Allin chooses to do things, then they never really make a lot of sense.
We can't prove that he wants to be there.
We don't know. We can ask him one day. We'll be like, "Did you want to be in the sewers, Darby? Do you
But are you
want to
still
be in this drawing of you being dunked into Shaq sauce?"
that's a real old time Wrassle Graps reference that he will not understand.
And he'll be like, "Yeah."
I think he'll be confused, but then if you show him uh, a drawing of that, a fan made drawing of Shaquille O'Neal dunking him into the shakaroni sauce, I think if you then show him that, he'll go from being confused to being like, you know what, that's
Oh,
what's
that's
up.
cool, man. That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
I think he'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Probably not much of a reaction, but yeah, some sort of reaction.
Oh, let's just say that Darby Allin is no longer AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
No matter what he did, man. I feel like jumping off the high platform onto the table did cost him. I think that was the one. That was the
You're
spot.
telling me that a coffin drop off of that and then smacking your head on the ledge and busting yourself open the hard way was not a smart idea?
That didn't seem like a good idea because even if you did make it out of there without your head busted open, right? I think you'd still be a little bit messed up.
I watched this dude do that and then wrestle for like 5 more minutes afterwards. I'm like, brother, please stop the match. He's clearly concussed. And they
He's
did not.
built different.
Yeah, CT is also built different. Um,
But yeah,
so
it's
he
over, man. It's over. MJF's the champion.
took over after a pile driver from the second rope, I think, from MJF.
Tombstone pile driver to second rope, off that rope, and then he does whatever he does after that. I forgot.
Did he headlock takeover?
Is that what he did right after that?
He might have. They were
I
doing it
guess
a lot during the
that would
match.
make sense. They did like a bunch of roll ups, had like takeovers. It's too many to count, really. Too much of that.
Gonna have to forgive us for missing some of the little details. We're doing this 2 days later after the fact.
It's a little hazy, but we got most of it. Okay.
So that happens, and then after the very predictable match, we get a very surprising ending where Kevin Knight comes out.
Darby's on the gird. He's on a stretcher. Okay.
Hmm.
And MJF goes. He poses over Darby Allin with the championship, like he did to Hangman Page. And then, you know, Darby's by the turnbuckle on the outside, and
Hmm.
Kevin Knight's out there, and he's going to, save the day. I guess Kevin Knight's over there to defend Darby. Is what you
Yeah, and
think.
then
That's what you think.
so he's laying on the gurney towards like the ramp area, and Kevin Knight's on the top rope, like at the like in the ring, you know, when you chase off the heel. And I say to him, so he's a witness, he could tell you this is true. Before it even happens, I say, and now he's gonna fucking frog splash him on the gurney. And
I
then he
was
does
laughing.
it.
I was like, I didn't think that was gonna happen, but yeah, he did do it.
And I called it, and I was like, damn, I should have predicted that how could I have known he was gonna come out though? Because the story doesn't make any sense. Why'd he do that?
The thing about his frog splash is like he has to do it from like a different angle. So like he turns in midair and dives onto Darby onto that stretcher with that splash, and then he tips over the gurney because it didn't fall over. So he flips over the stretcher.
And of course, I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, he must not be TNT champion because he doesn't have the belt with him. So how would I know? Again, not my fault.
I think you should have known still. I feel like you know that he's a champion. You just didn't
I knew he
think
had
about it.
it last time I saw him.
And that's what should have been your key right there.
I thought it was Mark Davis.
I think, okay, I think this would have been more effective against his partner, I think, Mike Bailey.
I also do, but it's too late for that now.
I guess they did an angle or something. I didn't see this because I don't really watch the 3 hour ones, I guess. But they did an angle where he was like, Darby, you gotta win this for the Jet, Darby. You gotta win this for the people. Don't let us down, Darby. Don't let the Jet down. And
But he
then
let
I
the
guess
Jet down.
this is what followed. Yeah,
That's why you don't let the Jet down. Apparently, that's what happens.
yeah. I think you know a lot about that, but
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not bringing it back up. But
How often have I let the Jet down? What does that mean?
I mean, to be honest, it's like a double entendre for you, really.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. I don't even know what to say
I
to that. That caught me
I'm
so
that
off
way
guard.
with words.
God, this is like when Kendrick was double timing, Drake back
Double
in that
timing
feud.
Drake. Double timing Drake.
I forget the words to
Using
describe what
old
he was
people
doing.
lingo to describe the Drake and
No, but he'd be
Kendrick beef.
saying one thing, and like as an audience member, you're like, oh, he means this. But if you're Drake, you know what it actually means. It's actually more effective.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that. But God, this has been a review. It's certainly been a review. Um,
Oh
so
yeah, we have to rate the show. God damn.
I don't know where we go from here, but I will say this was a great pay-per-view. Really enjoyed it. And you know what? I watched it on Memorial Day weekend, so I didn't have to go to work the next day. So, for that and the fact that this was a fantastic show from top to bottom, I'm gonna give it double thumbs up, man.
Look, it pains me to say this, okay? Because the show is fucking long as hell, and it shouldn't be this damn long. Shave a couple matches off. Not the women's matches though. And I'll give it a double thumbs up. It was really good.
Yeah, I mean, look, great wrestling, some great stuff, memorable matches. Definitely one we'll be talking about at the end of the year, I think.
Yo, I'm talking about Stadium Stampede for the rest of the year.
I mean, probably, yeah, unless something tops it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm
But
gonna
anyway,
remember Darby's reign, even though it was short. I
I'm gonna
enjoyed it.
remember Darby Allin filming himself sleeping inside the New York City sewer and thinking to myself, do they pay him to work in this company?
Um, who knows? He might just do it for the love of the sport.
He might do it for the love of the game. But speaking of doing it for the love of the game, if you guys enjoyed it and had a great time listening to this, made it all the way to the end, remember like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on a podcasting platform, remember drop that 5-star review, give us a follow. And speaking of following, follow us on all the social media platforms. Be greatly appreciated. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.